Are you the kind of person who finds it a tad bit difficult to meditate? And whenever you sit down to meditate, you're like, how long has it been? Why am I itching right now? Why is it so difficult to meditate? Oh my god, so many thoughts in my mind. What do I do? What am I supposed to do for 10 minutes? Does that happen to you? Trust me when I say this, it happens to everybody. And this happens because when you try to meditate, when you try to close your eyes and tell your mind that don't think anything, you are not really in that state. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can follow 5 simple steps so that you get into a deep meditative trance state. You can also call this self-hypnosis. So follow me till the end of the video because I'm just not going to give you run-of-the-mill routine, but I'm going to tell you the science behind getting into a state of trance, which is known as self-hypnosis, and how you can apply in your life, not just to meditate, but also to embed some powerful resources in your subconscious mind. I can see that already a lot of people have joined in, so I want you to type in everyone, I am the master of my mind, so that I know that you're here and I can start communicating with you all. Hi Sunil, hello everybody. Please type in, I am the master of my mind, everyone. Alright, so getting right into the video. First of all, let us understand what is self-hypnosis or what is hypnosis in the first place. Hypnosis is nothing but a state of trance. What do I mean by trance? I made another complete video on what is hypnosis and I'm going to link that video as well. So do watch that video for a detail. But very briefly, a trance is a state where you go into an altered state of consciousness. And in reality, it's a very natural state. For example, we go into 7 to 8 hours of trance every day and we call it sleep, right? We just kind of, conscious mind completely shuts off and we get into an altered state of consciousness. And it happens throughout the day. Sometimes when you're driving your car, you get into a trance. Sometimes when you fall in love, you get into trance. We're getting into trance states all the time. So it's not unnatural. But when you try to meditate at a certain time, then it's not natural to meditate. And your body is saying, hey, I got to do this work. There's so much work pending. And you're trying to meditate. It does not happen. So the first step to getting into a deep meditative trance or get to do self-hypnosis is the setup. Trust me, that's the most important thing. And what do I mean by setting yourself up for self-hypnosis? It means that find a time that is conducive to meditation or self-hypnosis. The first thing in the morning, when you just wake up and you just become aware that you're awake, that is a good time to do self-hypnosis because your body is already in that natural alpha state. It's come out of the deep sleep state and you're in that sleep-wake state. That's a great time. Just before you go to bed in the night when you're lying down and you've relaxed, maybe taken a warm shower, that would be a good time. Or in the afternoon when you have that natural slump, that might be a good time. So use your body's natural cycle to meditate because it's easier for you to slip into trance during those times than in the middle of the day when you are like so stressed with so many other things and you're forcing yourself to meditate. Does it make sense? Also, other things that you can do to set yourself up for self-hypnosis is to probably identify some music that is going to help you, some sounds that are going to help you. If you're having a lot of background noise or you have a lot of mind chatter yourself, it might be difficult for you to slip into a trance. So it's important that you find certain music that you know is going to soothe you, probably for the duration that you want to meditate. So let's say you want to meditate for 10 minutes, you have 10 minutes and you want to do it. Find music, soothing music or sound of birds or nature, whatever that you enjoy, and keep it in your playlist so that you can play that and that's going to again help you, right? That's another thing that you can do. Another thing you can do to set up is to identify what are you going to do when you get into the meditative state. A lot of times people just don't know, right? They think that meditation or self-hypnosis means that I got to do nothing. Now that is very difficult because our mind is always engaging in something or the other. If you're expecting it to just shut down and do nothing, that doesn't work, right? And I'm going to tell you what you're supposed to do, but you can identify certain commands or subconscious work that you would want to do, certain affirmations that you would want to do in your meditative state beforehand, so that when you go into your state of trance, you have kind of given your mind a subconscious mind a direction of what work you want to do, right? So this is the first step. Set yourself up for self-hypnosis. And what kind kind of command can you put into your subconscious mind? Anything that's going to help you as a person. All of us are going to different struggles. Sometimes your objective of doing meditation will be to de-stress. Sometimes your objective to do meditation will be to understand what's happening in your life, to become aware of yourself. I have found comments, affirmations like, it's becoming easier for me to change, or it's becoming easier for me to be more confident, or it's becoming easier for me to be more assertive, to be good commands, because it's written in a form that it's easier for your subconscious mind to accept. I'm going to make a different video of how you need to form your affirmations so that they help you, right? So type in, everybody, fill in the blank and type in the comment section, what affirmation would you like to use? It's becoming easier for me to do dash. What would you like to start doing, and what commands would you like to embed in your subconscious mind? Awesome. Going to step number 2. Step number 2 is to actually allow yourself to go into the trance, which is overwhelming your senses. What do I mean by overwhelming your senses? What usually happens is that our conscious mind is so active. It's also called as critical thinking faculty, right? So if our critical thinking is so conscious, it doesn't allow us to slip into the subconscious. So it's always asking questions. Why am I doing this? What is happening? How long do I do it? What if I don't wake up? What's happening in my mind? Is this the right thing to do or not? Now, these questions can really come in your way of getting into a state of trance. So there are several ways in which you can overwhelm your senses, and actually there are many. But today I'm going to give you one way that I know that really works, and that is to use your peripheral vision. What do I mean by using your peripheral vision? Now, right now, as I'm looking at the camera and I'm speaking to you, I'm using something called as a foveal vision, which means I'm like intently looking into the camera. But there is a different kind of a look, which, in your camera, there is a focused look where there's a focus setting where you're focusing on one item and everything else blurs away, right? That's one way to look. Even your eyes can do that. And another way to look is when everything comes into focus. Nothing is really going into the background. You're looking at everything. And as you're listening to me right now, do it with me. Just allow your eyes to kind of soften and allow yourself to look at everything, not just me here. Look at everything. You can see the computer in front of you, but at the same time, you're able to see what's on top. You're able to see your hands at the sides. You're able to see below. You kind of looking at the entire picture. And as you continue doing it, you will realize that you're trying to look at so many things at the same time that your brain starts getting overwhelmed. It cannot register any one thing. Now, there is one interesting fact about our mind or our brain, if I may, that we cannot take more than 7 to 8 stimuli at any point in time. There are millions of bits of information coming to us, but we can register only 7 to 8 at any point in time. So when you use peripheral vision and you're like trying to look at everything around you, it becomes very difficult to think anything at that time, because your mind is so engaged, your brain is so overwhelmed with all that knowledge, that information, that visual information, maybe the auditory information, the senses around. It's just so overwhelmed with everything that at this point, thinking anything else becomes very difficult. And that is the reason why and even your eyes can't do peripheral vision for very long. Try it. If you just kind of try to see the whole picture for very long, your eyes start getting tired and you have this urge to close your eyes, right? So first step was you set up, you get prepared, play your music. Second step is that you sit in a place and then you use your peripheral vision, and as long as you can, you will just kind of take in and look at the whole picture till your eyes get tired, and then you slowly will find yourself closing your eyes. Now, this is known as using your peripheral vision or overwhelming your senses. Hey, I can see a lot of people here. So, a quick announcement for everybody who's been asking about our NLP practitioner workshop. We have lined up 2 NLP practitioner workshops right in June. So, please visit our website, indianschoolofsuccess.com, or feel free to call my team. I'm going to leave the number at the bottom as well. To find out how you can train yourself in NLP hypnosis, go on to become an NLP coach if you want to, and transform your life. All right, awesome. So the second step was to overwhelm your senses. Now the third step is to deepen the trance. What does it mean to deepen the trance? Now you have just overwhelmed your senses, you're not able to think too many things, and then your eyes get tired and you close your eyes. Now what? What do you do next? The next step would be to go deeper into the state of trance. And how do you do that? You can do that by, you would see if somebody else is hypnotizing, if you go to a hypnotherapist or if you go to an NLP coach, they're actually going to use something called as deepeners to take you deeper and deeper into a state of trance. But you can do it to yourself by either using a countdown. That's one of the, there are many ways, many deepeners, but I'm giving you a few. You can use a countdown, like start counting backwards. As soon as your eyes close, start counting from 100 backwards. And every time you count from 100 to 99 to 98 to 97 and start counting that way, imagine yourself going deeper and deeper and all your senses just quietening and feel yourself going down. So you could do that to go deeper, or you can also use a phrase like relax, relax, calm, calm, peaceful, soothing, right? So use any calm, peaceful, soothing, something like I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Keep repeating a phrase that makes you feel relaxed. So, or you can say a mantra. And I am a big fan of saying mantras, and I love the Om, chanting the Om. So, whatever your favorite mantra, you can chant a mantra to deepen your trance. So if you have a favorite mantra, please comment in the comment section below and let us all know what's your favorite mantra or your favorite phrase that you associate to feeling more and more peaceful, so that we can probably take ideas from each other, right? All right. So now that you have used peripheral vision, overwhelmed your senses, closed your eyes, used deepeners, and you're feeling a deep, 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 deep sense of relaxation, at this point, you will notice that there is obviously something happening in your mind, right? So probably thoughts are going to start popping up. Thoughts about your life, thoughts about what happened today, maybe fear of the future. All these ideas are going to start popping in your mind. And when these ideas are popping in, what people usually do is that they think that they're supposed to resist these ideas. They think that meditation or self-hypnosis means not to think. On the contrary, it means that you got to observe what is happening. The objective is to figure out what happens in your mind's eye. When your senses are all calmed down, this is the time when you can actually figure out what happens, right? Do you do a lot of critical thinking? Do you have a lot of fear in your mind's eye? Are you worried about something? Do you have certain beliefs that are holding you back? All these things can pop up, visuals can pop up. And what do you do when all these things pop up? You do two things, or you don't do two things. One, you don't indulge, and you do not ignore it either, because that's not what you're supposed to. If you ignore, it's just going to keep coming back. Like, have you noticed ever that if you really try to ignore something, there's a quote that the worst fears you have usually come true. So you attract what you try to resist. So don't resist things like, I don't want this, I don't want that. That's not the way to deal with it. Just observe. Imagine that it's like a flowing river and thoughts are flowing, things are flowing. Observe, let it pass. Observe, let it pass. Observe, let it pass. Visuals come, observe, let it pass. Do not indulge in any one thought or any one visual and go deeper. Just allow and just observe. So when you come out of your state of trance, you actually would have noticed so many different things about yourself. And that allows you to stay peaceful as well when you don't indulge, right? Folks, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, NLP Magic, do subscribe, hit the subscribe button and do me a favor, because this is my 100th century video on YouTube. And I have committed so many years to dedicate to help people. So help me reach out to more people and do subscribe to my channel. And now we come to the final step and the most powerful step, right? So you have gone into the trance, deepened your trance, observed what's happening in your mind's eye, and after a couple of minutes after you've observed, you can actually start embedding commands into your subconscious mind. What is embedding commands? You can silently, in your mind's eye, start saying statements to yourself like, I have within me all the resources that I need. I am powerful. I'm strong. I can do it. I'm trying my best. And trust me, you probably won't believe me here, but the truth is that you can move during a trance state. You can actually tap yourself. You can actually hold your hand. You can make actions if that makes you feel better. but you got to embed, because you're so deep, you're so in your subconscious mind. There is no critical faculty. Whatever powerful resources you say to yourself at that time, they go straight and get registered in your subconscious mind. So this is one amazing thing that you can do in a state of meditation. Or that is the reason you got to be aware beforehand what you're going to say. But sometimes when you start speaking great stuff to yourself, it starts flowing. So allow your mind to flow and embed powerful resources within your subconscious mind. And one question I always get from people is, will I get stuck in a state of trance? Is it possible that I will get into trance and never come out? That does not happen, right? If you have gone with an intention and I'm going to meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, usually your subconscious mind will start alerting you and you will come to know. And if you are playing some music and the music stops after a certain point, somehow you come to know that, okay, this is time for me to slowly now move out of my state of trance. And that's where you can slowly start counting upwards from 1 to 10, or you can imagine walking up steps and slowly, steadily move your body and come out of your state of trance. So this is how you do self-hypnosis, which can be used for having a deeper experience in your meditation. It can be used for healing. It can be used for de-stressing. It can be used for using NLP techniques that I have so many that I have shared on my channel. So I would want you to go try these 5 steps, try the self-hypnosis method, and come back and tell me how it worked for you. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. It was a wonderful experience. And like I said, if you would like to be a part of our NLP practitioner workshop, you would want to transform your life, learn NLP hypnosis, powerfully catapult to the next level in your life, do get in touch with my team. And I'm going to see you all very soon in another video. Bye-bye.